my god. What's going on? What's going on, guys? Ladies and germs. Hope everybody's doing okay. Hope y'all are doing well. I'd like to start this stream off. Very much like to start this off by thanking my co-worker, M-Stop. I don't want to throw your name out there, I don't know. Appreciate you letting me leave early. Without my co-worker's help, I would have never been able to get all this done today. I had to do so much fucking shit, and I had so much going on. So with that said, the music has been turned down, and thank you so much, M-Stop. Seriously, I literally just got done with everything I'm doing right now, from when I left at 11 in the morning. It has been a very long day. I've had some things shipped to me. I ordered some new equipment twice. So kind of got a lot to go over. Holy shit, this tent. Before I open it up, or maybe, I guess I'll open it up. Let's see where we're at. I'll show you the grow tent. I'll show you where we're at right now. It's insane. These things are getting out of control. I closed it for a reason, and I'll show you in a moment. I wanted to test out my new equipment. Alright. Without further ado, what most of you came here for, let's go to that weed shot and check out what we got going on in the tent right now. Holy shit! Holy shit, this thing just keeps stretching and stretching and stretching and stretching. I don't know if you can see the ground down there. I don't know if you can see this bushel of a jungle right here. As a matter of fact, I can zoom in on that for you. Let me just so you can get a good view of that. So that's where we are right now. Where this one is, definitely above 4 feet. So 4 feet, pretty much right about here. These things are doing crazy good. Ridiculously good. Holy shit-o. Like, it just keeps getting crazier every day. So these things stretch, and the first 3 weeks of flowering, they basically stretch. We are on week 3, Tuesday. Today starts week 3. So hopefully this will be the last week of them pretty much stretching upwards, because I can move the light up a little bit more, but I don't have too much room to go. Let's see. So you can see the lights right here. These 3 guys right here. There's a little bit, poquito, I don't know if I said that right, a little bit of space left that I can move it up if these decide to keep stretching the whole fucking week, which I really hope they do not. Now, actually, I will zoom in on this one more time for the explanation now. Okay. That was a little too hard. Let me just take it back a couple notches. Okay, so you see how you cannot see through this at all. It is just a deep, thick, thatchet of flowers. Not even flowers yet. They're getting there. Oh my god, autofocus. Here, let me just focus it for you. That's fine, right? Oh, that's even better. Alright, so, as you can see, thick as a motherfucker, thick as a... Now, you don't really want to fuck with this plant in the first 3 weeks of flowering. The golden rule is day 21, then you can kind of chop, lollipop, do what you gotta do. And I have got a lot to do. But it's actually getting a little too crazy in here. I ordered some plant ties to kind of tie some of these things up that are kind of falling down. Like this guy escaping, falling out of the tent right now. I think that package got lost because it was supposed to be here by now, and I still haven't gotten it yet. So here's hoping for maybe tomorrow. But today, oh my god, I got a dehumidifier, so that's cool. And I got my water pH meter hooked up, so that was fucking cool. Game fucking changer. Seriously? Let me back this out a little bit. Put autofocus back on so it focuses on my awesome face. So, let's just jump into the stories, I suppose. So, probably like a week ago, I ordered from AC Infinity this little tiny dehumidifying unit that AI told me would be sufficient enough. So I ordered that, and I ordered the underlights for to kind of put down here in this section. So there'll be lights going upwards, because right now it's super dark under here. All this lower stuff is just kind of fading away and slowly dying because it's not getting any light because it's so thick up here. So I did order, it comes in twos each, so each light is a stick of two kind of connected to each other. 16 inches long, so it'll go across the bottom of my tent. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and that way I have light coming from the bottom and the top. But upon doing more research and reading things, it's like, I don't think AI was right. I don't think that dehumidifier is going to work for my tent. As I'm reading, it says 2x2. It's good for a 2x2 tent. So I go back to AI. I'm like, hey, is this going to be sufficient enough for my 2x4 grow? And it's like, no. It's like, well, you told me yes the other day. I don't remember what it said after that. I'm not sure if I even said anything to it about it. But, so the one I would need that is AC Infinity is pre-sale. So I can't even get it soon if I wanted to like speed ship it here, because it's starting. Humidity is a problem. It's been a big issue now, and that's usually always been my issue with growing. I've never had like a problem with needing humidity. It's always just been too much in my past grows. Now it's a whole new game. But we're back to the point in my grow where now I need a dehumidifier. Exhausting the air is just not enough. So I was looking at my options, and on Amazon, Spider Farmer had like a 32 pint bloody do. And it's saying it should be able to handle my shit no problem. And that's why my tent was closed earlier, because I was testing it out. Now, how you hook this thing up is really fucking strange. In my head, it's always been my understanding that the dehumidifier sucks in the air in the room, and then pulls the moisture out of it, separates it, and blows the warm, dry air back out. Now, when I got this dehumidifier, it just says, hey, take this exhaust and hook it up to your tent. And it's not gonna pull anything from your tent at all. So that also got me like, what the fuck? How does this even work? Apparently, so I unhooked my air conditioning unit that blows into the bottom two side vents. So I unhooked my AC unit, plugged in the dehumidifying unit, so that's blowing straight into the sides now at the bottom. And it's not blowing hard, but it's blowing hard enough that the air is coming in there. And to my surprise, when I closed up this tent and just started watching, it was almost instantaneous. And it's not making sense to my brain, even though I guess it kind of does. But it pulls in the outside air, dries it, and blows the dry air into the bottom of the tent, forcing the humidity up and out. And then my charcoal filter, that'll pull the air out, and you can have it set up closed loop. But because of how my setup is, and I have decided to opt to just pull the outside air in, so that way it's still getting fresh outside air pulled into the tent. Dried air. It's weird. It's really weird. I actually wanted to put something in my tent, which is how I normally used to do it. Again, years and years ago, before all this awesome ass, crazy ass technology. So it was blowing my mind, man. It was really, it's so weird how this is set up and works. And what's even crazier is, and I guess not really because fucking science, but when I took my AC unit out, which currently I was only using for the fan because it had a pretty strong fan blowing through, so it, you know, blew fresh air in here. But like I could use it for AC. I tried using it as a dehumidifier, but it just blew cold air in, and I don't want cold air. But like just plugging that thing in, it's quieter. Again, it's not AC Infinity, it's Spider Farmer. But I got one of those AC Infinity plug blocks that you plug into the outlet, and then you plug whatever you want to turn on or off into the AC Infinity plug thing. So that's what I have this plugged into, and what's great about this dehumidifier is that even if it shuts off, when it turns on, it picks up right where it left off, the programming, everything, you know. So nothing changes when it goes off and turns on, goes off, turns on. So that's another reason I got this, besides the next day delivery. But I cannot believe how good this thing works. Like, that AC blew in air so hard and so good, and you'd think that just with this outside ambient air coming in, like a cooler, whatever, you think that would just blow all that humidity up and out, and it did not. And the second I hooked this thing up, it worked, and I found out, like, I went up there and I was feeling around, and I didn't have everything screwed in tight enough, so it wasn't even, like, properly secured, and it was still working really well, and it just blew my mind, man. And so, you know, then I took everything apart, re-screwed everything in, got it nice and snug. I even taped things up. Like, I don't care if it looks ghetto, I want this shit super fucking secure. Like, I don't care how it looks, I just want it to work really, really good. So that's what I did. I kind of duct taped everything up, tied stuff down. I'll show you guys in a minute. But it's been a lot of work, man. So today I had to clean the reservoir, which that took some time. When I got done with that, I realized, uh-oh, I don't have 9 gallons of water. I have 3. So I tried to make a Walmart order to have that delivered while I was cleaning the reservoir. Oh, guess what? That's the one thing they don't have. Like, I ordered 4 other things I didn't really need to justify, like, ordering 12 gallons of water to my house. But they had everything else but the 12 gallons of water, so I canceled it before they even left. Like, fuck, looked up another Walmart that I thought was, like, 10 minutes away. It turns out to be 28 minutes away. So go out, get 12 gallons of water, and I grabbed a couple goodies, whatever. Come back home, eat a little bit, and then go back to finishing cleaning up the reservoir, putting it back together, setting it back up, pouring the gallons of water in there. And then it's like, well, now I gotta research the AC Infinity pH EC meter. So start doing that shit. It was a very long day, but I got that stuff up and running, and it's in my fucking water reservoir, which is, I'm gonna show you guys. Actually, let me show you right now. So this is pretty cool. What you're about to see right now. All right, hold on. Let me raise this up so you can see all my dome. Less of the Titas. You don't need all the Titas. But okay, so this is my tent right now. Everything you can see. What's really fucking cool. Let me expand this so I can see what we got real quick. All right, so what's really cool is at the top where it says water temp, pH, and EC. So that is now I can monitor my water at any given time now, which is really cool because theoretically, technically, whatever, water will fluctuate with EC, pH, and you know, I haven't been checking mine. This time around, I'm just kind of experimenting, getting back in the game, trying things out, maybe not doing a couple other things that I should be doing. It's definitely been a learning experience, but no, I haven't been checking everything, and everything seems to be turning out pretty well so far. And again, I'm just using Athena, the Athena blended line, so I'm not going out and doing all sorts of other shit. So just sticking with the basics. But now I can kind of keep an eye on these numbers. Like right now, my EC, I want it to be at a 2.5, which it was when I first did all this. And it was for like a good 2 hours after I did it. But you can see now the EC is 2.45, so it has fluctuated a little bit. While that doesn't seem like a lot, it kind of, it isn't. What's really cool is my pH has been really stable. It's so cool being able to see all this stuff, man. Like, and even when I was making the food, it was so much easier this time around because normally, I'll show you these fucking things. Hold on. I will show you these fucking things that I have to use. So here's my little thing. So all these are for like, here's for the balance, the Cal Meg and the Cleanse, the Grow A, the Grow B. So I got my little pipettes, you know, whatever. But these little fucking meters, and I'm pretty sure this one's like kind of fucked. So I got the pH meter that I was using, and then the EC ppm meter. So both of these now are just permanently in my tank, and they're just hanging out, and they're constantly giving me readings. So I can constantly see what's going on in my tent now. So as I was making the food, as I poured in the Bloom B and then the Bloom A, I watched like the ppms. Like, it was pretty cool to actually just watch everything fluctuate and then kind of see it settle and then shift a little bit. Like it's been a trip, man, with all this gear, and you could be so precise and really fucking dial it in. Like having the right tools for the right job, that's one of the best sayings ever because it's true. So while I will probably dial that in a little more, put a little more Bloom B and Bloom A in there and get that EC back up a little bit, like, it's still pretty fucking good, man. Like, you wanna, if anything, you wanna be a little less and a little over. And that's where we're at. So I'm okay with that for now. But another thing that's blowing my mind with this whole setup and thing that's going on, you can still, the humidity, so it's pulling the humidity from my entire like living space quarters, I'm sure, and eventually it's gonna level off and hit some point. But it's crazy right now that the humidity levels are still being kept low. Well, I guess it's open. I don't know. It's just weird, man. Let me just show you how weird it is. We'll go for a little trip. Let me show you the setup. So, keep in mind. Well, let me change the camera here real quick. Keep in mind, before we go on this adventure, I just tore up my whole place. So I had to reset things up, take things apart, move things. Like I had packages that were in here, so I still have to do the cleanup phase. I'm finally just kind of like resting and chilling and taking a breath for the day. And again, M-Stop, appreciate you. I couldn't have done this without you, like letting me leave. I'd still be doing stuff right now, probably till way later, probably till like 2, 3 in the morning, if I wouldn't have been able to leave work early. But, so yeah, don't mind the mess that you may see in the process. All right, so this is what we're working with now, and this is kind of the back of it, but right up there you can see where I taped everything. But I just wanted to make sure there was no leaks and that everything was making its way to where it needed to be properly. And then I have it so it leaks out into this container, and this is where we're at so far. That's where we're at. Now keep in mind also that when I woke up this morning, or actually when I got back from work, my plant reservoir was completely open, or completely dry. So these plants had nothing to eat until I think 7 p.m. today. And the lights turned on at 4, and that's when it kind of starts. So they haven't really been breathing hard either because they really haven't been eating much. Flipping the cam. So, then we'll come back over here. And then you can kind of see Spider Farmer. I mean, nothing much to look at, just like a big black rectangle. Well, you can see I kind of taped it up, making sure no air's flowing out of this thing. And I wanted to make sure like that this This is like plastic flex. So it'll like click, 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 click. And it sucks. So I wanted to try to make that sturdy and go straight up. So this thing, before, my issue was that this was stretched all the way out that it could, and then it was bent, and that right here, like, it's like the smallest, most worst connection I've ever seen. Like, that is such a tiny, terrible design flaw, if you ask me. Like, they could have at least like made something to like put some weight on that or something. Like, I don't know. This is a really bad design. But when this was stretched out and pulled down, air was kind of leaking. But again, I didn't have this plastic part all the way screwed in. When I tightened it, it was a lot better. It was way more sealed. There was still a bit of some air coming out. So I did kind of tape that. But what's even crazier is this is supposed to be 6-inch ducting. Well, so is this. Well, I tried to screw this into this part, it wouldn't screw in. And then this actually fit inside of here. So I basically just had this gobble up the plastic tube, and then I put a tie on, like a metal, there's a metal thing on here. Secured it pretty tight, and now that this is not bent and leaning, there's no like extra cracks right here, like for air to get out, because it's just a straight shot up now. It's weird. It's weird how I had to do this. But that goes down to the splitters, you can see, which goes into the bottom of both sides of my tent. So yeah, so that's what I was busy kind of fuxing with earlier, and then taking this reservoir out and re-cleaning it out. Like, but look how much. Hold on, let's see if I can do this without fucking everything up. Like, that's a lot of water, man. I've never had it this full. And you can see, oh wait, let me see if I can set this down. Alright. Here we go. Alright, so you can see the pH meter. Ah, God, I hate autofocus. So stupid. I'm trying to move this shit out of the way. Alright, cool. There we go. Or not. So right there is the first probe. Alright, cool. It'll focus on my hand. So this is the EC, the ppm probe, and it's like it sucks because it's like floating. It won't like stay down in the water, so I might have to like 3D print something for this and weigh it down so it just stays at the bottom. And then over here, which is blurry as shit because of autofocus, is the pH probe. Let me know where the pH is constantly. But yeah, I had to kind of rig this probe up to kind of keep it from like popping up out of the water. It's weird. So yeah, I'm gonna have to like measure that, kind of take care of that shit. That's cool. But yeah, so far. But I'm gonna have to refigure all this stuff out. Let me see if I can zoom. There we go. Because this used to be sideways, so it fit in there and it was nice and clean, but I can't do it with that there. This, the air conditioner that's right here now, that I still have to like put away and do something with. This big ass fucking thing. That took up so much more real estate up here. So now it's like I have all this room. So it's like I just need to reconfigure how all this is set up for the moment. But right now I just wanted to get this cleaned, refilled, filled with nutrients, pH properly. Then I wanted to get this thing hooked up so it actually pulls out the fucking humidity from this whole entire place. Which is what we did. Holy crap. Oh, I believe the camera was on the side. Get in there. Woo! Oh, wrong way, automatic, systematic. So, yeah. It's been a really long fucking day, man. I couldn't even really enjoy not being at work because I was still doing work, just a different kind. These things are getting really fucking big. It's pretty cool. I can't believe it. So, come Monday, this coming up Monday, let's see what day that is, hold on. I don't have my phone handy because it's my fucking camera. So I can't just like pull it up and look. So Monday the 23rd, I am gonna be all up in this bitch, cutting. A lot of these fan leaves are gonna be gone. You're gonna be able to see through all of this plant. All you're gonna see is white fuzzies and a little bit of green. But that's how you get those nutrients flow into the bud sites, you know? So it's one of the techniques is called lollipopping, which, you know what a lollipop looks like. The good stuff's at the top, everything at the bottom is a stick. Well, same principle. You want to get rid of all these underleaves that are not going to do anything, that are already starting to die in my case. You want to get all that stuff out of there because it's only hurting the plant at this point. It's not even helping it anymore because it's not doing anything, but just taking up nutrients. So, and dude, I would have cut this shit already, but they, you know, day 21, golden rule. So that will be on the 23rd. So yeah, looking forward to that day because that'll also, well, it should be done stretching by then anyway, but that kind of halts the growth process a little bit when you kind of do a mass chopping on the plant. It's got to heal, and technically I could have lollipopped it now and then, you know, fine-tuned it later, but that would have been 2 different times the plant would have had to heal. So it's just better off to just kind of deal with this bullshit for now, let it get crazy, and then you go and cut off all the stuff that's not going to do any good, you know, for your grow. Now, however, I'm getting underlights. So now I got to figure out also what to keep, what to get rid of, and I've never done underlights before, so I'm not even sure like if it'll really work or well, or I don't know. This is all new territory, so I'm trying to figure it out one step at a time. But my plan is that Monday the 23rd, because it's my day off, I will be in here doing a lot of maintenance. It's gonna take me all fucking day. It is gonna take. That might be a day that old BK needs a little extra oomph in his step. But I didn't even show you guys the plants. Let me show you guys the plants. I'm gonna take you in here. I'm gonna take you in here so you can see it. Like that guy. That fucking guy, for real though. I'm just excited. Now I don't see any kind of color changing yet. I'm hoping after the first month, so like after week 4, hopefully start seeing some color. It probably won't even be till like the later weeks of flowering. Man, this thing is looking so good and healthy. Everything looks like it's reaching for the stars. Well, you know, the sun, whatever. So many. But it's so cool to like look over here and just see it. Like, it's not gonna focus on it, of course not, but just all the little white hairs just coming out the top of that. Like, that's gonna be a nice bud right there. That is gonna be the master bud though. This is definitely the dominant top of this plant. And over here, it's really fucking hard to say. It almost seems like that one in the back, but it's really hard to say. Usually there's always a dominant top. Not today. Look at these though. Uh-oh. Tips are turning yellow. That's not good, but they also didn't have any food for a day, so let's hope that that's what it was. And also today we just added PK to the nutrients, which is like a bud booster. So it could have really needed that right now anyway. So let's hope that that was the issue. But we'll see. I am going to get rid of that yellowing leaf. There is like one yellowing leaf down there. That's a bitch. Maybe there's one more. But other than that, this thing is healthy. And this, where is it? Oh, fucking Godzilla leaf. This thing is bigger than my hand. It's fucking bigger than my hand. My hand looks terrible. Wow, you can really see it in these lights. Got some dry ass skin. Anyway, Yeah, looking fucking fantastic. Oh, that one's getting big too. You can definitely see the sativa coming out in this plant. These stretchy ass leaves, especially that one right there. Front and center. Sativa, stretchy. I just look forward to growing some Blue Dream. And then the question is, what do I grow with it? Because I should have 2 tents set up for the next grow. And I'm definitely doing Blue Dream. That's my favorite strain. And I got it, so I'm gonna do it. This is a cross of Blue Dream and Skittles. So this should be a fucking banger. I'm really excited. So far, so good with the autopots, no issues, at least that I noticed yet, except, you know, these new yellowing tips. However, it is flowering and it was a little late to get some food to the ladies. So we'll see. Hopefully it's not like all this underness or like the massive amount of stemage everywhere that's causing issues, but we'll find out in the next week. Because it's transition. We are pretty much done transitioning and stretching. We're pretty much almost there. Granted, this is day 1 of week 3. We still have 6 more days. But all these like tops up here, man, like they're on their way to budding up. Yeah. Yep. Those are buds. Those are little baby buds. This is exciting. This thing just got out of control. So I did get another trellis as well. I'm waiting to put it in. I'm gonna give it probably a couple more days. And plus, I think I'd rather trim it first before I go chopping away. Or before I go putting the trellis in. Because I don't want to put the trellis in and then have to try to cut around it. It's already going to be hard enough now as it is. I've always been able to go around the plant or rotate the plant, or I'm always able to kind of fuck with it at some point, somehow. But this will be the first time like I can't twist or get to all sides of everything, and I'm really going to have to like figure some shit out. And I don't want to cut too much off the plant, but there is a lot. There is a lot to the one on the right, and you know, the one on the left, it's got its own lots of shit going on too. So, and again, like hopefully, you know, I should get those lights by Friday. That gives me like 3 days to put them in here, see what they can even do. I'm gonna actually, like, I'm excited to use my meter, my light meter, to kind of test them and see what they even put out. But this is crazy. This is definitely the craziest grow of my life. And I'm here for it. And pretty much most of the reason is autopots. Guys, they take so much of the bullshit out of growing, I promise. It's insane. It's insane. It's just so fucking easy. It makes it just, I don't know. It breaks my brain sometimes. Thinking about how sweet all this technology and stuff is. Alright. Well, let me try something out. Oh, no wonder it was all stupid. I was still zoomed in. Ugh! I hate when I forget that shit. No wonder I was having issues trying to do stuff with my camera. And the plants probably look way better on camera now. You can probably see all the stuff. Man, like what, bro? It's just like, what, bro? You know what I'm saying, man? Alright, sorry, I'm trying to readjust this screen over here for you guys. Oh wait. I'm stupid. No, I'm not. That's what I wanted to do. Aha. What is going on? Okay. There we go. Weird. Sorry. Yeah, no, that was really fun for you guys to watch. There we go. So yeah, so getting back to humidity inside the tent and all that good shit. I'm gonna go ahead and close the tent and see. I mean, nothing's really gonna change, I don't think, which is awesome. I set the thing, I believe. Oh, so I actually had AI turned on before, and then I had to turn it off because how I had the air conditioning humidifier set up, the way that the AI thought it was working was wrong, and it was doing the backwards thing. So like I couldn't use AI anymore, and I actually had to stop. But now that I actually have a real humidifier, and I kind of have things set up properly now, I turned AI back on. So now it's gonna fuck with it for a while it finds a good equilibrium, and me doing this right now is fucking with all of its fucking numbers. There's a thing on here I could have hit that would, you know, kind of like pause everything. So let's see here. BK Love Box, you better believe it. God, I hate this iPad. AI settings, and then we go to tent work. And that kind of shuts everything off like it just did right now. All right, let's see if those numbers change. Back up, iPad. Back up. All right, let's see where this humidity goes right now. Because technically everything's kind of turned off. As a better experiment and something that would make more sense, we're gonna do it while this is closed. Because that is gonna be the real number. I wanna make sure I kind of leave this kind of upwards because I am gonna tie that up. Hopefully if these underlights are, if they do what they say they're gonna do. I don't want to get rid of that. That's part of like the main stem branch. All right, so humidity up to 48, and the temperature is gonna go up too. Oh, show. Let's get my chair over a little bit. So sorry, so right now we're just gonna kind of hang out and see. Oh, so we're already at 52% humidity. Oh, that must have just been a little pocket for a minute. But like, it's crazy. Like, so the VPD is excellent. And you saw that dehumidifier. It's tiny, it's not even that big. But man, it was doing a really good job. All right, we're at 55%. 58%. I just want to let this get up a little bit before I start fucking with it. I'm not going to let it be up there for long because, damn it, I just don't want it to be. But I set it for 35 to 50%. That's where I kind of want it to be right now. Oh my God, I turned this flash off. It is killing me. Jesus. I don't know how people do that when they stream. I think it's just like right up in my face. Seeing stars and shit. Crazy. You guys are just gonna have to deal with this. Uh-oh. Not that bad. So we're averaging about 56, it looks like. What's really cool. Come on. I love this screen right here. If it ever shifts. There we go. This iPad is so slow and old, but it still works, so that's why we're keeping it around. But I do like this because, you know, you can kind of see all these numbers now. The inside temp is red, inside humidity is purple, blue. It's blue. I guess that's a blue on my screen. The inside VPD is green. The EC in the water, yellow. So you can see how that shifts over time, which is fucking cool to see. So I never got that before. The pH is that green line that's straight across, that's just been solid the whole time. That's fucking cool. And even the water temperature, which I guess I should be concerned about, but I'm never really. So yeah, having that thing inside the reservoir is really fucking cool. Like, really fucking cool, man. I cannot stress it enough. It's having the right tools really matters. But also at the top up here that you see me moving around, we can see the humidity right now. It's at 61%. We're at 64%. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time to turn this shit back on and see what happens. Inside temp is 77. Let's go back to AI mode, into AI settings, and we're gonna go back to on. Okay. Now let's go back. Go back into the charts. Alright, so right dead stop in the center. Inside humidity, 63%. Let's see how fast that drops it. So when you turn it on and when it starts doing stuff, it's gonna move stuff around. So it's always gonna have pockets. Pockets of humidity, pockets of no humidity. So it's gonna kind of shift. Eventually it'll kind of find a kind of equilibrium, but it's always gonna kind of bounce around. And you just gotta kind of get the averages. So let's see where we were at last. So here we go. Look, you can look at the. Hold on. All right, I want to get rid of those numbers. Look at that line, just going straight up. That blue line right by the red one. Boop. So when we turned everything off in the tent, that was the humidity. That thing went up so hard. The temperature went up a little bit, but 2.43 with the EC, 2.44. So it's bouncing between 4.4 and 4.3. It actually looks like it's getting less EC. Like the EC is going down the longer it's in there, which is interesting. But it is cool to be able to keep an eye on this shit now, and if there's any kind of issues, I can like really nip it in the bud immediately. 58.8. Now, well, let me go back to this other view though, because this is another thing I really like to look at. So this screen, we're at the bottom part where you see 1, 2 to the right, 3 below, 4 to the right, 5 below, 6 to the right. So I like watching these because those change if they're being used. The grow light number 2 to the right, that's always gonna be a 10 because I'm not turning that down. We're just going 10 across the board. Number 1 though, that exhaust fan, that is the charcoal filter. So I think the lowest I have that go is a 1. Because I don't ever want it to shut off. I always wanted to kind of be pulling out a little bit. So the lowest I think it goes is 1. I could be wrong because I did just turn AI back on and I can't remember if I set that up. But if I didn't, I'm going to be watching down. But number 7 is the actual dehumidifier, and you know, now I actually named it and set it as a dehumidifier, which it is. So now it's acting as such and working properly as it's supposed to. 51%. Back 56. But it is really cool, man. Like, all this stuff is really neat. Technology has come a really long way. Like, there's no way I could, like, everything is just so different now. Oh, cheers, by the way. My videos are for educational purposes only. Do not try this at home. But if you are a medical patient, by all means, or you know, in a state, whatever, you know what I'm talking about. No discrimination, no hate here. Down in the 40s. Holy shit. Yeah, like the logic behind how this dehumidifier works is kind of blowing my mind. Which makes me wonder how they figured this out. Did some guy just accidentally like hook up the wrong thing to the bottom port of a grow tent one day? He's like, well, hey, it's working though. But hey guys, look, it's like it's working like this. I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. That's not how I've ever known dehumidifiers to work. Crazy. So anyways, pretty weird. That's about all I got. It's been a very long fucking day, man. Holy shit. What time is it? Oh, it's 11. That leaves me 2 hours. And most of it's probably gonna be cleaning all this shit up. At least an hour of it, so that's fun. But it'll be worth it in the long run. It was all worth it. But I just keep getting blown away by this little baby ass dehumidifying thing. It seems to be working so far. And definitely, guys, if you gotta grow, you got a water reservoir, and if you don't have some probes in there, you better get you some probes, guys. Let me look this up real quick, and I'll show you what I'm talking about, because this shit makes a huge difference. So, I know infinity water meter and sensor. I know that there's other companies out there that have these things. They're real expensive. This is only like $150. And I mean, we'll see how accurate or good it is, because I'm, you know, putting my faith in this thing. My plants have been good up to this point. So if they start doing real bad, I'm blaming that shit. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You know, it's not that hardcore, right? I mean, things have been pretty sweet. Anyways, let me just show you what I'm talking about while we're here. Window capture? Am I in the weed jam? I think I have to be in the screen for it to work. Let's get out of AC Infinity. Oh, I might be a little frowed right now because I just did a fat ass dab, but you know. Oh, okay, I see it now. Let me just stretch this out so you guys can fucking see it, maybe. What's going on? Is the one-eyed man? Oh, okay. Weird. I hate how touchy this thing is sometimes. Alright, so let's transition it in there. So this is the thing I'm talking about. Pretty fucking sweet. Boop, there. So one side checks your pH level, the other side checks your EC. And you just throw that in your reservoir and hope that they fall to the bottom. I don't have... Wait. Was I supposed to take the caps off? I'm confused now. I don't have those black caps. Mine just are like open-ended. Mine didn't have caps on it. Now I'm worried. Gonna show it? Here we go. See, mine don't look like that. Oh, I see. Okay. I'm seeing what that is now. So when they send you that, those things are around it to keep it protected. There's like a little sponge at the bottom, and it's moist. They ship it in that thing. Oh, that freaked me out. But yeah, that's it pretty much. So you basically put those probes in your water, and that thing goes to your AC infinity, and basically you have all the stuff that you have all this information now. So 5.8 pH, 2.43. Oh no, see, it keeps going down. You just seen it. 2.2. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy. That just went down again. I wonder. Now I'm wondering like how it's gone. What's the other grows? Well, what I'm gonna do, either way, is I'm gonna let this go for the night. I'm gonna monitor all this shit and see where it's at. But I'm definitely gonna add some more up in that bow shout. It's a little bit more bow shout. Anyways, that's about it. Pretty cool though. Pretty fucking cool. So, on another note, real quick, because I want to get it on camera because it's pretty cool. I printed up this Mortal Kombat Scorpion mask. I think it's from Mortal Kombat 11. This thing printed out pretty good. However, when I was taking off the supports on this one, I kind of lost my patience and went a little hard and broke it. But it's pretty cool. However, it's still a little too small. So this one is at 102% scaled up. Normally, when you first put it on there, it's at 100%. And I only went up 2% to 102. So I just went up to 104 now. And it's a noticeable difference. Oh, I gave the other one away. So it's a noticeable difference like how wide this part was on this one versus the first one that I gave to my buddy. So that was interesting. But I do want it to be wider, first of all, so it fits my face properly. But second of all, I want to make this into a functioning winter mask. And I have like wire mesh to kind of like on the inside, like place it around this rim and then like heat it into it. Like melt the wire mesh into this. And then after that, like just get some kind of fabric and then line the inside of it. So like when you do put it on your face, it's actually like comfortable, but then it also like holds in the heat. So yeah, I don't know. It was just a thought. So I'm printing another one right now at 104%. Scaled up. And we'll see how that goes. I'm going to try to just take my time and not break these. Because I had problems. I printed a couple of these. But like when it would print these things going upwards, if you look at it, it's just like a real thin little, it's just a thin little slab. So as it's printing upwards, it's hitting the top and it's moving these things. So on this one, I had supports added to the insides to kind of stop them from wobbling while it was being printed on, and it worked perfectly. I'm just a fucking idiot, and I was just trying to get all these supports off as fast as I could because I wanted to fucking see it because it printed so good. It printed so fucking good. Yeah, I could just super glue that one piece and it's fine. But pretty cool. This, you know, I just recently thought about doing masks and now I can't stop. And once I actually get one printed up wide enough for my face, and then actually get wire mesh put in it, because that'll be the first part. And that'll look cool alone. Like, you probably won't be able to see like my nose or face at that point once I have the mesh in it. So that should be good enough. However, if I want it to function as like warmth, I'm gonna have to line it with something. But this is pretty cool, man. Everybody should have a 3D printer. If you don't have one, you guys need to get on that shit immediately. You're fucking up. You're fucking up. Like, you can print anything. I'm actually, like I said, I'm gonna print up. I gotta measure them. Gotta find my calipers. But measure those nodes. And then just like 3D print something. Maybe some hollow and put something heavy inside, like some metal piece. And then, so like you can have a print go and then pause it mid-print and fill it up with like BBs or something like that. And then continue the print and it prints up, and you know, you can build a box and it will seal whatever's in there. And now you have like a weighted thing. So I think that's the route we're gonna go. That's what I might do at work tomorrow. I might just kind of get the measurements tonight and then go to work tomorrow and just kind of design, see what I can come up with. And that's the cool part, man. I can design it at work and then just come home and then hit print and then see what happens. And if it doesn't work exactly, I can tweak it a little bit and then go back and print again. But dude, it's one of the coolest things, being able to make whatever you want, whenever you want. Okay, we got off subject. Hard. My bad. It happens. I don't feel bad about it. So, on that note, probably just gonna like say bye, and you guys stay tuned. Monday, okay? Hear me now. Monday the 23rd. That is Chop It Up Day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days away. Yep. From Chop It Up Day. This is gonna be nuts. Like, it kind of sucks, like chopping it up, getting crazy, and like sometimes you cut off stems that you don't really want to fuck with, but it's like, you know, it's for the better. But now it's like, I'm not sure if it's gonna be for the better, because I'm gonna have lights down there. This is gonna be the most confusing grow. So I'm gonna go fan leaves first, and then I'm gonna kind of see what's dangling around down below, like little fuzz balls probably, and see what that light do at the bottom, and kind of judge from there what to really like take off or keep most of it. I don't know. Who knows, man? This is gonna be crazy. Because on that one on the right, there's a lot. There's a lot to it. And what's poking above the trellis right now, that's not even like a third of it. So that's crazy. There's so much on that. That's a fucking bush for real. And once I cut most of those fan leaves, all those other ones are gonna sprout out above that trellis. So know about it. This is gonna get stupid. But until next time, I will see you around. You danglers, I will see you dangling around. We will have fun. Man, 47%. Come on, AI. You can do better than... Well, I did set it for 50%. I wonder if I set this lower. Either way, stay tuned. I'll see you guys next time. Damn it. Later.